You've been taught to speak, to stand out, to make noise, to be heard, to fight for your place in the world. But what if I told you that the true power lies not in speaking, but in silence? That the most dangerous people are not those who shout the loudest, but those who know how to wield their silence like a weapon. There's a hidden force in the world that doesn't demand attention. It doesn't clamor for validation. It doesn't beg to be noticed. And yet, this force shapes destinies, controls empires, and wins battles without lifting a finger. It is the art of strategic silence. The art of strategic silence is not about being mute. It's not about becoming a passive bystander in the game of life. It's about knowing when to speak, when to withhold, and how to use the power of silence to influence, to manipulate, and to control. Silence, when used wisely, is an unspoken force that commands attention in ways that words never will. History has shown us time and time again that the great masters of power, influence, and strategy understood the potency of silence. Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, wielded silence like a blade. She knew that speaking too much would give away her cards, expose her weaknesses, and reveal her hand before the right moment. So, she was silent, observing, studying, and waiting. And when she spoke, every word was a calculated move, a weapon in her arsenal that left those around her scrambling to catch up. Think of Napoleon, a man who knew how to speak. Yes, but also a man who understood the art of saying nothing when it mattered. He didn't waste words on trivial matters. And when he did speak, his voice carried the weight of 1,000 commands. His silence gave him time to think, time to strategize, time to prepare for the battles that would alter the course of history. In today's world, we're bombarded with noise. Everyone is shouting. Social media, news outlets, public figures, they're all speaking in an endless stream of words, all trying to grab attention. But in this ocean of noise, silence is the rarest of gems. And it is in this silence where true power lies. Silence allows you to control the narrative. It gives you the time to think, to strategize, to observe. In the space of silence, you can gather information, learn the intentions of others, and understand their weaknesses. It's in the quiet moments where the real decisions are made, the ones that will decide your fate. And yet, in a world that demands you to speak louder, move faster, and act quicker, silence is often misunderstood. People confuse silence with weakness. They confuse it with indecision, with being passive. But those who know the power of strategic silence know that it's the quiet ones who are truly dangerous. The quiet ones are the ones who never rush. They wait for the perfect moment, the precise opportunity when speaking would be a mistake, when silence would speak volumes. And in that moment, when they finally speak, the world listens. You see, silence is not the absence of action. It's the opposite. It's the conscious choice to hold back, to control the flow of information, to shape the environment around you without anyone realizing it. Silence is the ultimate tool of the strategist, the true master of influence. But mastering the art of silence isn't easy. It requires an understanding of power, the power of timing, of perception, of presence. It requires an ability to listen, to observe, to understand what is being said without words. And it requires a deep conviction in yourself. Because to stay silent when everyone else is speaking demands confidence and control. Most people talk because they need to fill the space. They talk to be heard, to assert their place in the world. But the truly powerful know that there is strength in silence. They understand that silence forces people to pay attention to them. It makes them an enigma, a mystery. People are drawn to what they cannot have, to what is hidden from them. When you speak less, people want to hear you more. When you hold back, they are compelled to understand you. But silence isn't about withholding information or becoming secretive for the sake of it. No, it's about choosing your words with precision, choosing your moments with foresight. It's about knowing that in the right moments, the right words can change the course of events, while in others, silence can do the same. Silence is not just the absence of noise, it's the presence of control. Strategic silence is a form of mental discipline. It's an exercise in patience, in emotional regulation. When everyone else is panicking, rushing, reacting, you remain still. You don't let the chaos around you dictate your actions. You choose when to speak, when to act, and when to wait. And in that waiting, you gather information, you study the terrain, you observe the people around you, their motives, their vulnerabilities. You listen more than you speak. And in doing so, you learn everything you need to know. Power lies in understanding people, in understanding what they want, what they fear, what they need, and silence gives you the time and space to observe them closely. It's a silent form of influence. When you speak, it's not about filling the air with words, it's about saying just enough to achieve your goal. It's about knowing that sometimes, less is more, that your silence is as loud as any speech. We live in a world that constantly demands action. Social media tells you to share your thoughts, to be visible, to put yourself out there. But the most powerful people in the world aren't always the most visible. They're the ones who know how to move behind the scenes. They're the ones who understand that influence is about more than just being seen. It's about making things happen without anyone realizing it was you. Strategic silence allows you to move unseen, to influence events from behind the curtain. It's the power to act without announcing your intentions. It's the quiet confidence that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. You don't need to speak louder than the next person. Your silence speaks for you. The world around you is full of noise, full of distractions, but in the midst of it all, if you can master the art of silence, you'll become a force that no one can ignore. People will seek you out, not because you've shouted the loudest, but because you've commanded their attention without saying a word. Your presence will be undeniable, not because you demanded it, but because it was earned in the quiet moments, in the space where you chose when to speak and when to remain silent. And in that silence, you will shape the world. As you master the art of strategic silence, you begin to understand that true influence isn't about dominating the conversation, it's about mastering the environment. Silence allows you to become the observer, the strategist, the mastermind behind the scenes. While others rush to speak, to act, to be noticed, you remain calm, calculating, and always in control. When you choose silence, you allow the world to reveal itself to you. People will reveal their true intentions when they believe you're not paying attention. The ones who speak the most are often the ones with the most to hide. But when you remain quiet, when you refuse to let them know your thoughts, they will inadvertently expose their weaknesses, their fears, and their desires. You will know them better than they know themselves. But silence is more than just a tool for gathering intelligence. It is a form of psychological warfare. People feel uncomfortable with silence. It creates tension, uncertainty, and vulnerability. When you are silent, you force others to fill the gap. They may try to speak louder, act more aggressively, or push harder to get a reaction from you. But you remain unmoved, unshaken. This discomfort is a reflection of their insecurity, and in turn, their struggle for control. In these moments, you are in charge. You have the power to dictate the rhythm of the conversation, the tempo of the interaction. Your silence commands respect. Your calmness creates an aura of mystery and strength that others find magnetic. Mastering silence is not just about knowing when to speak, it's about knowing when to remain still. Knowing when to hold your position and let the world around you unfold. You know that sometimes, saying nothing is the most powerful response. It leaves people guessing, questioning your next move, and wondering what you are really thinking. This is the advantage of strategic silence. It turns you into an enigma, someone who cannot be easily predicted or manipulated. While others are caught in the chaos of speaking and reacting, you stand firm in your silence, always one step ahead. Silence gives you the space to think and to create. It is in silence that you can hear your own thoughts, tap into your own intuition, and craft your next move. It removes the noise, the distractions, the constant demands for your attention. In silence, you regain your power. When you speak, your words become more valuable. You don't waste time on meaningless chatter or small talk. Every word you say has purpose, weight, and intent. You know that words are powerful tools, and you use them sparingly, wisely, to achieve your goals. When you speak, people listen, not because you've spoken often, but because they know that what you say matters. Silence also teaches patience. In a world that demands instant results and quick responses, the ability to remain silent in the face of pressure is a sign of mastery. You are not in a rush. You understand that true power lies in your ability to wait for the perfect moment, to strike when the time is right. This patience is a rare and valuable quality. It gives you the confidence to act when everyone else is panicking, to remain composed when others are losing their heads. It's the quiet ones who are often the ones with the most control. Strategic silence allows you to play the long game. It gives you the space to plan, to strategize, and to wait for your moment. You don't need to act immediately. And you certainly don't need to react to every situation. You are not defined by your reactions. You're defined by your ability to shape the world around you with deliberate, thoughtful action. And when the time comes to speak or act, you do so with precision and power. Your silence has given you the clarity and insight needed to make the right move. You are always in control, always calm, always one step ahead. In the end, it is your mastery of silence that sets you apart from the rest. It is this strategic silence that gives you the ability to influence, to manipulate, and to control. In a world full of noise, you will be the one who is truly heard, not because you speak the loudest, but because you know the power of silence and how to use it to your advantage. In this silence, you become unstoppable. You become the force that cannot be ignored, the silent architect of your own destiny. The world will bend to your will, not because you demand it with your words, but because you silently and strategically shape the course of events around you. The art of silence is not a weakness. It is your greatest strength. It is the weapon of the true master. And when you learn to wield it, nothing can stand in your way. As you continue to refine the art of silence, you begin to notice the profound impact it has on your relationships, both personal and professional. People are drawn to you not because of what you say, but because of the quiet power you exude. You don't need to constantly prove yourself. Your silence speaks volumes about your confidence and your ability to command respect without uttering a word. The world around you will try to push you into reacting, to force you into a cycle of noise and chaos. But when you stay rooted in your silence, you maintain your composure and control. You become a beacon of stability in a sea of uncertainty, a source of calm in the midst of storm. Your silence allows you to evaluate every situation with a clear mind, free from the distractions and emotional impulses that cloud judgment. While others may rush to make decisions or react impulsively, you take the time to observe, to reflect, to strategize. This clarity of thought is your greatest asset, enabling you to make decisions with precision and foresight. The more you embrace silence, the more you realize that the true power lies not in being loud, but in being selective with your words and actions. You no longer feel the need to fill every silence with noise or justification. You understand that the greatest leaders throughout history were not the loudest voices, but the ones who knew when to be silent and when to speak. In moments of conflict or tension, your silence becomes your strongest weapon. When others are quick to argue or fight, you remain calm, unflinching. You allow them to expose themselves, their weaknesses, their emotional triggers, and their fears. They will find themselves frustrated by your lack of response, unable to manipulate or control you because they can't predict what you will do next. And then, when the time is right, you strike with a single, carefully chosen word or action. In that moment, your impact will be greater than any loud outburst could ever achieve. Your words, delivered in a tone of quiet authority, will carry the weight of your patience, your wisdom, and your strategic silence. This ability to stay silent and composed in the face of adversity is what separates the master from the novice. It's the difference between reacting and responding, between being a puppet to the world's demands and being the master of your own destiny. Silence allows you to be proactive, not reactive, creating space for you to control the narrative and guide events in the direction you desire. As you move forward, remember that silence is not just about withdrawing from the noise of the world. It's about creating space for yourself to grow, to develop, and to refine your understanding of yourself and the world around you. It's a form of mental discipline that sharpens your focus and enhances your ability to make informed, deliberate decisions. Ultimately, silence becomes a way of life. It transforms the way you approach the world, the way you interact with others, and the way you view yourself. You no longer feel the need to prove anything to anyone. You become the silent force that moves behind the scenes, shaping the course of your life with precision, control, and a deep, unwavering inner strength. The world will come to respect your silence, and in turn, they will respect you. You will command attention not through noise, but through your ability to remain calm, to observe, to think, and to act with purpose. You will be the one others turn to for guidance, because they will recognize the quiet power you hold. And when the time comes, you will speak, but your words will be like the roar of a lion after a long period of silence, powerful, undeniable, and impossible to ignore. Through silence, you have become a force to be reckoned with. You are no longer just a participant in the world. You are the architect of it, the master of silence. the true master of your own destiny. As you continue to master the art of silence, you come to understand that your presence alone can be a catalyst for change. No longer do you need to assert yourself in every situation. People begin to seek you out, not because of your loudness or your need to prove something, but because they feel your strength, your stillness, and your ability to remain unwavering in the face of chaos. Your silence allows others the space to speak, to express themselves, and to reveal their true nature. This gives you the power to understand the motivations of those around you in a way that others can't. You see what lies beneath the surface, hidden agendas, insecurities, and desires that others might miss in the noise of constant chatter. This insight gives you a strategic advantage, allowing you to navigate complex situations with ease. The more you embrace your silent power, the more you understand that true influence doesn't come from dominating the conversation, but from choosing when to speak and, perhaps more importantly, when to remain quiet. In a world full of distractions, your silence is the rarest and most valuable commodity. It is your shield and your sword, providing protection when needed and delivering a devastating blow when the moment is right. In every aspect of your life, whether in business, relationships, or personal growth, you begin to realize that silence is not a passive state. It is an active choice. When you are silent, you are not withdrawing or hiding. You are simply choosing to focus your energy inward, to conserve your strength for the moments that truly matter. Every word you speak carries weight. Every decision you make is deliberate, and every action you take is calculated. And as you grow in this understanding, you begin to see how silence empowers you to take control of your life in ways you never imagined. You no longer feel the need to react to external pressures or to prove yourself to others. You are confident in your own power, and your silence speaks louder than any words could. The people around you may not fully understand the depth of your silence, but they will feel its effects. They will sense that you are not easily swayed, that you are not chasing after approval or validation. Your strength will be undeniable, and those who are wise enough will learn to respect it. As you continue on this path, you will discover that silence is not just a tool for achieving success. It is a way of life that aligns you with your true self. It clears the clutter from your mind, allowing you to see clearly and act decisively. It gives you the peace to make choices without the need for constant external validation. It connects you to a deeper sense of purpose, reminding you that you are the master of your own destiny, and nothing can take that away from you. The greatest part of mastering silence is that it frees you from the need for approval, recognition, and external validation. You no longer care about what others think, because you know that true power comes from within. And when you stop seeking the approval of others, you become an unstoppable force. You stand firm in your beliefs, unshaken by the opinions and judgments of those around you. In the end, silence is not about withdrawing from the world. It is about finding your place within it, with strength and clarity. It is about aligning with the highest version of yourself and creating the space to bring that version into being. As you continue your journey, remember that silence is your ally. It is the space where your power is forged, where your purpose is refined, and where your greatness is born. When you master silence, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, there is nothing that can stand in your way. You are the master of your destiny. Through silence, you will rise. As you continue to rise through the power of silence, the world around you will begin to change. People will notice the shift within you, and some may be drawn to your quiet strength, seeking guidance or simply wanting to be in the presence of someone who exudes such calm authority. Others may find it uncomfortable, because they no longer have access to your reactions, your distractions, or your approval. But that is the nature of true power. It does not require anyone's validation to exist. This silence gives you the ability to make decisions with clarity and precision. No longer are you swayed by external opinions or emotions. Your mind is clear, your heart is steady, and your actions are intentional. You make choices not out of fear, but out of a deep inner conviction. And with every choice you make, you step closer to your highest self. As you become more attuned to this inner silence, you realize that it is not a void, it is full of potential. Within it lies all the answers you need. The clarity you seek in every moment is found not by searching outside of yourself, but by tuning inward, listening to that still voice that guides you toward the right path. Your silence allows you to create a profound connection with your own intuition. You no longer second-guess yourself or wonder if you're making the right decision. Your inner voice is a steady compass that points you in the direction of your destiny. The more you trust it, the more your life unfolds in ways that align with your deepest desires. As you continue on this journey, you will notice that your relationships begin to shift as well. No longer do you feel the need to speak constantly, to fill every silence with words. You become a listener, a deep observer, and people will begin to open up to you in ways they never have before. Your silence becomes a safe space, where others can express themselves freely, knowing they are truly heard without judgment. In business, your silence becomes a powerful tool for negotiation, strategy, and leadership. You are no longer rattled by pressure or noise. You listen, you assess, and you act with precision. Your calm demeanor in high-stress situations becomes your greatest asset, and people begin to seek your counsel, knowing that your decisions are rooted in a deep well of inner peace and understanding. The more you embrace silence, the more you will see how it frees you from the endless chatter of the world. It quiets the noise of doubt, fear, and insecurity, allowing you to focus solely on what truly matters. The distractions of daily life lose their grip on you. You become more present, more aware, and more connected to the now. With this silence comes a newfound strength. You are not just reacting to life, you are shaping it. You are not a leaf being blown by the wind, you are the wind itself. Your power comes from your ability to remain steady, to stand firm in your beliefs and decisions, and to move forward with quiet confidence, no matter what challenges arise. And as you continue to evolve, you will see that your journey is not just about achieving external success. It is about becoming the person you were always meant to be, authentic, centered, and powerful beyond measure. When you master silence, you also master the art of living fully, with purpose and conviction. This is the path of true mastery. This is the path of inner strength, quiet power, and unstoppable success. Through silence, you will rise, and in your rise, you will inspire others to do the same. You are the master of your destiny. You are the silent force that shapes the world around you. Through silence, you will create your own legacy, one that speaks louder than any words ever could. As you continue to walk this path of silence and inner strength, you will begin to notice the world around you shifting. The noise that once surrounded you, both external and internal, will start to fade into the background. What once seemed important will no longer carry the same weight. The frantic pace of life, the pressure to perform, and the desire for constant validation will no longer control you. You will feel the liberation that comes with knowing that true peace is found within. No longer do you need to prove yourself. Your value is inherent, and it is not subject to the opinions or judgments of others. You will no longer be distracted by the fleeting demands of the world. You will remain anchored in your own truth, unwavering in the face of outside chaos. This quiet power will allow you to become a beacon for others. People will be drawn to your calmness, your ability to remain composed under pressure, and your capacity to lead without needing to assert your dominance. They will sense your strength, even when you say nothing at all, and they will look to you for guidance. You will teach them through your example that real power doesn't need to shout. It speaks in the silence between words, in the space between actions, and in the presence of a steady heart. The more you embrace your silent power, the more you will find that it is not about controlling others, but about mastering yourself. You are no longer a puppet of your emotions, reactions, or external circumstances. You are the architect of your life, creating from a place of deep alignment with your purpose. As you move through the world with this new understanding, you will begin to notice that the challenges you face no longer feel insurmountable. When you encounter obstacles, you meet them with the same calm confidence that you have cultivated. Your decisions are no longer driven by panic or urgency, but by thoughtful deliberation and strategic clarity. You remain centered, no matter how stormy the situation becomes, because you know that you are in control of your inner world. People may try to push your buttons, to pull you into drama, or to provoke you with their noise, but you will remain untouched. You will understand that their distractions and chaos are not your concern. You will no longer waste energy on things that do not serve your purpose. Instead, you will use that energy to continue building your inner strength, to refine your vision, and to take inspired action toward your goals. Your silence has become your shield, protecting you from the distractions and forces that once sought to derail you. It has become your sword, cutting through the noise of the world and allowing you to move forward with purpose. And as you wield this power with grace and wisdom, you will find that your influence extends far beyond what words or actions could ever accomplish. The journey is not about achieving more, accumulating more, or striving for external success. It is about becoming more, becoming the highest version of yourself. And when you embrace silence, you allow that version of yourself to emerge. You allow your true power to shine, undistracted by the noise of the world and undeterred by external forces. As you stand in the stillness of your own presence, you will realize that you are no longer seeking anything. You have everything you need within you. Your peace, your strength, your wisdom, and your power, all reside within the silence you have cultivated. And with this understanding, you are free, free from the need to prove anything, free from the need for validation, free to live authentically and fully, guided by the quiet voice of your inner truth. In the end, silence is not the absence of sound, but the presence of power. It is the force that enables you to move through the world with grace, purpose, and unwavering strength. When you master silence, you will not only master yourself, but the world around you as well. You are the master of your destiny, and through silence, you will rise to heights you never thought possible. As you continue to walk this path of inner silence, you will come to understand that true success is not about what you achieve in the outer world, but what you cultivate within. It's the quiet strength that radiates from your core, the unshakable belief in yourself and your purpose that cannot be altered by the outside noise. You have learned that peace is not a passive state but an active force. A force that shapes your reality and guides you toward your most powerful expression. The more you cultivate this inner silence, the more you will feel a sense of alignment with the universe. It is in this stillness that you are able to hear the subtle whispers of your intuition, guiding you in the direction of your greatest potential. The distractions of doubt, fear, and insecurity no longer have power over you because you know they are illusions. You are grounded in a deeper truth, one that comes from within, one that cannot be shaken by the turbulence of life. You will find that your actions become more intentional, more aligned with your values, and more in tune with your highest purpose. You will no longer be moved by the fleeting desires of the ego, but by the steady pull of your soul's calling. And as you move forward in this new alignment, the world around you will begin to shift. Opportunities will arise that resonate with your truth. Relationships will deepen with those who understand and support your vision. And your life will take on a quality of grace and ease that comes from living authentically. In moments of challenge, you will remember the power of silence. You will sit in stillness, allowing yourself the space to reconnect with your inner wisdom, knowing that every challenge is an opportunity for growth. The storms of life may come, but you will remain the calm in the center of it all. Knowing that you have the strength to navigate through anything, you are not defined by your circumstances, but by your ability to remain centered within them. You will realize that your silence is not a retreat from the world, but a return to your true self. It is a reclamation of your power, your peace, and your purpose. When you allow yourself to be still, you invite the world to meet you in your truth. You no longer need to chase after validation or approval from others because you know that you are enough as you are. And as you embrace this power, you will witness its ripple effect. Your calm will inspire others to find their own silence, their own peace. You will become a living example of what it means to be truly free, free from the external noise, free from the judgments of others, and free to live in harmony with your soul's purpose. This journey into silence is not an end, but a beginning. It is the beginning of a new way of being, one in which you are no longer a victim of circumstance, but the creator of your own reality. You have unlocked the most powerful force within you, the force of inner silence. And with it, you can now build a life that is truly extraordinary. Your future is not something to be feared or awaited with anxiety. Your future is something to be created, and it is being created in this very moment through the thoughts, decisions, and actions that arise from your inner peace. You are the architect of your destiny, and with every step you take, you are building a future that reflects the highest version of yourself. So continue to walk in silence, knowing that within it lies all the strength you will ever need. Let it be your guiding light, your source of power, and your foundation of peace. For in this silence, you will find the true meaning of freedom, and you will realize that you are capable of achieving greatness beyond measure. You are the master of your life, and through the quiet strength of inner silence, you will rise to your highest potential. Your journey is just beginning, and with each passing day, you will become more aligned with the force that drives the universe itself, the force of silence. stillness, and infinite potential. And as you continue to walk this path, know that you are never alone, for the power of silence is always with you, guiding you toward your greatest destiny. As you continue this journey into silence, remember that it is not a path that requires force, nor is it one that you must rush through. Silence is not something you must seek, but something you must allow to unfold naturally. It is in the space between your thoughts, in the stillness that exists before your next move, that you will find the answers you seek. Every moment of silence is a moment to reconnect with your true self. It is here that you discover the wisdom that has always been within you, waiting to be recognized. The noise of the world, the distractions, the endless chatter, they all fade away, leaving you with the clarity to see your life for what it truly is, a gift, an opportunity, and a reflection of your inner world. In silence, you come to understand that you are not a passive participant in life, but an active creator. Each thought you entertain, each belief you hold, each action you take, is shaping your reality. The more aligned you become with the stillness within, the more intentional your life will be. You will move with purpose, knowing that every step you take is in harmony with the infinite flow of the universe. It is this alignment that allows you to rise above the challenges that once seemed insurmountable. The storms of life may still come, but they no longer have the power to shake you to your core. You will face them with grace, with resilience, and with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing your own strength. As you embrace this inner silence, you will also begin to notice how the world around you begins to change. The people you encounter will sense the calm energy you radiate, and your presence will become a source of inspiration for those who are also seeking peace and clarity. You will attract opportunities that resonate with your purpose, relationships that support your growth, and experiences that align with your soul's true calling. The silence you cultivate will not isolate you from the world, but rather, it will connect you to a deeper level of understanding. You will see that the world around you is a mirror of your inner world. And as you cultivate peace within, you will see more peace reflected in your external reality. And when the noise of the world inevitably returns, as it always does, you will know how to return to the silence within. You will have developed the tools, the wisdom, and the strength to navigate the external world without losing touch with the peace that lies within you. This is not just a journey of finding peace, it is the journey of becoming your true, authentic self. It is the journey of remembering who you are, beneath the layers of fear, doubt, and limitation. It is the journey of claiming your power and embracing the infinite potential that lies within you. You are not defined by the external circumstances that surround you. You are not defined by the opinions of others, nor by the limitations that society may try to impose upon you. You are defined by the strength that comes from within, by the silence that anchors you to your truth, and by the unwavering belief that you are capable of achieving anything you set your heart to. As you continue to walk this path, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. The universe is unfolding in perfect alignment with your soul's purpose, and every moment is a step closer to your greatest destiny. The silence you have cultivated is not an escape, but a gateway to a life of profound meaning, fulfillment, and success. So walk boldly, walk with peace, and know that every step you take in silence is a step closer to the greatness that awaits you. You are the master of your life, and the silent power within you will carry you to heights beyond your wildest dreams. Your journey has just begun, and with each passing day, you will discover more of the incredible potential that lies within you. Embrace the silence, for it is in the quiet that you will find the true strength to rise, to create, and to become the person you were always meant to be. This is your moment, your time to shine, and it begins with the silence inside of you. As you continue to embrace this silence, remember that the journey is not about perfection but about presence. It is not about achieving a specific goal or reaching an ideal destination, but about living fully in each moment, trusting the process, and allowing yourself to evolve organically. With each breath, each quiet thought, you are rewiring your mind, reprogramming your beliefs, and rewacking your soul's potential. Silence allows you to become deeply attuned to your desires, to the subtle whispers of your heart that often get drowned out by the noise of everyday life. In this space, your intuition becomes your most trusted guide, leading you on a path that is uniquely yours. As you cultivate more stillness, you will find that you no longer need to force your way through life. The old patterns of struggle and resistance begin to dissolve. You will discover the art of effortless creation, where your actions flow with ease, where the outcomes you desire come to you naturally, without struggle. It is not magic, but a result of being aligned with your higher self, allowing the universe to work with you, not against you. With time, your confidence will grow, not from external achievements, but from the internal knowing that you are enough. Exactly as you are, you will no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others. For you will know that your worth is inherent. Your power comes from within, and it is limitless. The more you embrace the silence, the clearer your vision becomes. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to recognize your own strength, even in moments of doubt. The challenges you once feared will no longer hold power over you. They will become stepping stones, lessons that propel you toward greater heights. Your relationships will also transform. As you become more connected to your inner silence, you will attract people who resonate with your energy. You will begin to surround yourself with individuals who support your growth, who inspire you, and who encourage you to continue walking your true path. You will no longer tolerate relationships that drain you, for you will recognize your own worth and set boundaries that honor your peace. You will also begin to notice that your actions are no longer driven by fear, but by love and purpose. The external world, with all its distractions, will no longer have the power to sway your decisions. Instead, you will act from a place of clarity and confidence, knowing that every choice you make is in alignment with your soul's deepest desires. As the days pass, you will witness the transformation within yourself. You will no longer feel trapped by the noise and chaos of life. The silence will be your sanctuary, your refuge, and your source of strength. You will become the embodiment of peace, and through that peace, you will create a life that reflects the beauty of your true essence. Remember, this journey is not about escaping the world but about embracing it from a place of inner strength. It is about engaging with the world in a way that is aligned with your soul's truth, where your actions are in harmony with your deepest values and purpose. In the end, the silence within you is not something to fear or avoid. It is a precious gift, a gift that holds the key to your greatest potential, your most authentic self, and your truest desires. Embrace it, trust it, and let it guide you toward the life you were always meant to live. The silence is your power, and in it, you will find the strength to rise, to create, and to live in alignment with the highest vision of yourself. Let the quiet be your strength, and let your inner peace lead you to the life of your dreams. Your journey is just beginning. Step forward, step confidently, and know that every step you take in silence will bring you closer to the greatness that lies within you. You are the architect of your life, and the silence will guide you to the life you deserve. It is time to claim your power. Trust your path, and let the silence lead you to your ultimate success. Your moment is now. As you stand on the edge of this new chapter, remember that the journey ahead will not always be linear. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the silence feels deafening, and moments when you question whether you are on the right path. But know this: these are not signs of failure, they are signs of growth. The discomfort you feel is merely the shifting of old patterns, making way for the new version of yourself that is emerging. In the moments when the silence feels too heavy, when the world outside seems overwhelming, trust that you are exactly where you need to be. It is in those moments that your inner strength is being refined. It is in the quiet, in the moments of solitude, that you are being prepared for the greatness that is coming your way. You are in the process of becoming the person you were always meant to be. And that transformation happens quietly, in the stillness. It is not the loud, dramatic moments of life that shape us, it is the subtle shifts. The inner work, the quiet courage to keep going when no one is watching. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Know that you have everything within you to succeed. The path may not always be easy, but it is yours to walk. And every step you take brings you closer to the life you've always dreamed of. The silence will guide you, and the power within you will propel you forward. As you move forward, let the silence remind you of your true power. Let it be a reminder that you are not defined by your circumstances, your past, or the expectations of others. You are defined by your ability to rise above, to adapt, and to keep going, no matter what. In the silence, you will find your clarity. In the silence, you will find your strength. And in the silence, you will find your truth. When you begin to truly embrace the silence within you, you will unlock the power to create the life you desire. A life that is authentic, meaningful, and aligned with your highest self. Step forward into this new phase of your journey with confidence. with clarity, and with a deep trust in your own ability. Know that as you embrace the silence, you are stepping into the fullest expression of your potential. Your success, your peace, and your purpose are all waiting for you in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. You are ready, and the world is waiting for the greatness you are about to unleash. This is your time. Let the silence guide you. As you continue forward, understand that this journey of silence and self-discovery is not about reaching a destination, but about experiencing the unfolding of your true self. The more you allow yourself to sit in the quiet, the more you will begin to witness the miracles that happen within. This stillness is the fertile ground from which your dreams will grow. You are not alone in this journey. Though the silence may feel isolating at times, know that it is the space where your deepest connection to yourself, to your purpose, and to the universe is formed. The stillness creates room for divine inspiration to flow freely into your life. Trust that when you allow yourself to be still, you are inviting the universe to work through you. In moments of doubt, when the world seems uncertain, remember that the answers you seek are not always out there waiting to be found. They are within you, quietly waiting for you to listen. The answers may not come all at once, but with each moment of silence, you will become more attuned to the whispers of your intuition. Your inner wisdom will guide you toward the next step, and the next, until you realize that every step is part of a greater plan. There will be days when you feel tempted to rush, to break the silence, and to return to the noise of the world. But in those moments, remember that the silence is your sanctuary, your source of strength. It is in the stillness that you find clarity, not in the hustle, not in the chaos. Allow yourself the grace to pause, to reflect, and to simply be. You are creating a life that reflects the deepest desires of your soul. And this cannot be rushed. It takes time, patience, and trust in the process. The more you honor your own rhythm, the more you will see the world around you align with your vision. Your life will become a reflection of the peace, power, and purpose that you cultivate within. And remember, silence does not mean passivity. It does not mean inaction. Silence is not about sitting back and waiting for life to happen. It is about being present, listening, and acting with intention. When you move from a place of inner calm, your actions carry more power because they are grounded in truth. Your decisions are clearer, your steps more purposeful, and your impact greater. With each passing day, as you continue to honor the silence within, you will find yourself standing in the fullness of your power. You will no longer feel the need to chase success, to prove yourself, or to compete with others. Your success will come naturally, not as a result of striving, but as a result of alignment. You will become magnetic, drawing in the opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with the truth of who you are. The silence will transform you, not by changing who you are, but by allowing you to uncover who you were always meant to be. And in this space of inner peace and clarity, you will discover that you are not just surviving, you are thriving. You are living in harmony with yourself and the world around you. Your purpose becomes clear, your vision sharp, and your heart full. You are on the path to greatness, not because of what you do, but because of who you are becoming. And as you embrace the silence, you will step into a version of yourself that is more powerful, more confident, and more aligned with your true essence than ever before. Trust in the journey, trust in the silence, trust in yourself. The best is yet to come. As you step deeper into this journey, remember that every moment of stillness brings you closer to the version of yourself that has always been waiting to emerge. The noise of the world can be loud and overwhelming, but the silence is your sanctuary, the place where you reconnect with your highest potential and true purpose. In the silence, you will discover that you are already enough. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone. The world may try to tell you otherwise, but the truth is that you are powerful, capable, and deserving of all the success and fulfillment that life has to offer. The silence reveals this truth, stripping away the layers of doubt, fear, and insecurity that may have accumulated over time. The journey within is not always easy, and there will be moments when you may feel uncertain or unsure. But know that this is part of the process. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, strengthens your inner resolve and deepens your connection to your true self. The silence becomes your anchor, keeping you grounded even in the midst of chaos. With each moment you spend in stillness, you are creating space for your dreams to come alive. You are aligning yourself with the flow of the universe. And as you do, the opportunities, people, and experiences that are meant for you will naturally gravitate toward you. You no longer need to chase after them. They will come to you when you are ready to receive them. Patience is key. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when it doesn't seem clear. The journey may take twists and turns, but every step is guiding you toward your destiny. The silence helps you stay present, helping you resist the urge to rush ahead or worry about the future. Instead, you learn to savor the now, knowing that every moment is an important part of the greater picture. And as you embrace the power of silence, you will begin to notice a shift in your life. Your relationships will deepen, your creativity will flow more freely, and your sense of purpose will become clearer. The peace you cultivate within will ripple outward, influencing everything and everyone around you. You will find that you no longer need to seek external validation, because the validation you need has always been inside of you. The journey of silence is not a destination, but a way of being. It is a commitment to living in alignment with your true essence, to honoring your inner voice, and to trusting the process of your own evolution. Each day, as you allow yourself to be still, you are stepping into your greatness. In the silence, you discover the greatest truth of all, that you are not just a participant in life, you are the creator of it. And with every choice, every moment of stillness, you are shaping the life you are meant to live. So, continue this journey with courage, with faith, and with the unwavering belief that the best version of yourself is already unfolding. Keep embracing the silence, keep listening to your inner wisdom, and trust that the life you are meant to lead is waiting for you. It's already here, just waiting for you to step into it fully. The silence will guide you, your inner strength will carry you, and your future will be brighter than you ever imagined. Trust the journey, the best is yet to come. As you continue to embrace the silence and trust the process, you'll begin to notice a subtle shift within you. The constant noise of doubt, fear, and insecurity will fade away, replaced by a deeper sense of knowing. The more you sit in stillness, the clearer your path will become. You will begin to see your life unfold with a sense of ease and grace that was once unimaginable. In moments of doubt, when the world pulls you in different directions, remember this: the most powerful force in your life is not what happens outside of you, but what happens within. You have the ability to create your reality from the inside out. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs shape the life you experience. And the silence is the space in which you can reconnect with your deepest desires, your truest self. There will be times when the world tries to pull you out of your quiet center, tempting you to engage in the hustle, the competition, and the rush. But in those moments, return to the silence. Let it be your grounding force. When you are connected to your inner calm, you no longer need to prove anything to anyone. You simply are, and in that being, you radiate an energy that attracts everything you need: opportunities, relationships, and experiences. The silence also teaches you patience. You begin to understand that everything happens in its own time, and that timing is always perfect. You no longer rush toward the future with desperation, but instead, trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You know that you are in control of your actions, but you are not in control of the timing. That is a gift, the ability to let go and trust the timing of the universe. This journey is not just about achieving your goals. It's about becoming the person who can hold those goals with integrity, grace, and true fulfillment. The silence gives you the space to cultivate the strength and wisdom needed to walk your path with confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. And as you continue to embrace the silence, you will start to see the world with new eyes. The external noise may still exist, but it will no longer disturb your inner peace. You will begin to perceive the subtle miracles that were always there, waiting to be noticed. Life will no longer feel like a series of random events, but rather a harmonious flow that aligns with your inner purpose. You are becoming more than you ever imagined. Each day in silence is an opportunity to shed the layers that no longer serve you and step more fully into the person you were always meant to be. As you walk this path, trust that your true power lies in your ability to remain calm, to stay centered, and to act with intention. The best part? The more you embrace the silence, the more you will discover that your life is not just about reaching a destination. It's about who you become in the process. It's about the peace, the clarity, and the strength you cultivate within. Your life will become an expression of the calm, powerful energy you carry inside. And when you look back on this journey, you will realize that everything you ever needed was already within you. The silence has been your greatest teacher, your truest ally, guiding you back home to yourself. You will see that in your stillness. You found your power. Keep trusting the process. Keep embracing the silence. Keep moving forward with the unwavering belief that your life is unfolding exactly as it should. The best is yet to come, and you are ready to receive it. So stand tall in your silence, knowing that your inner strength is unmatched. Step forward with confidence, knowing that every decision, every action, every moment is part of a greater story, the story of you stepping fully into your greatness. The silence has led you here, and it will continue to guide you as you create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Embrace it. You are becoming the person you were always meant to be, and that person is unstoppable. As you continue to embrace this path, you will realize that your silence has become your greatest ally. It is not a void or a lack of action, but a space of immense power and transformation. In this quiet, you begin to hear your own wisdom, the deep knowing that exists within you, the clarity that comes when the noise of the world is silenced. You start to recognize that the true battles are not fought in the external world but in the realm of your own thoughts and emotions. The more you cultivate this inner peace, the stronger and more resilient you become. You no longer need to react to life's challenges in the way you once did. You can observe, understand, and respond with wisdom and grace. The journey isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about learning how to stand strong in the midst of it. With unwavering calmness, the silence is what anchors you, what keeps you rooted when everything else is swirling around you. With each step, you are becoming more aware of the immense power that lies in stillness. This is the secret that so many never discover. The world may be loud, chaotic, and unpredictable, but your inner world is yours to control. And as you nurture this control, you become a magnet for peace, success, and fulfillment. The universe begins to align with you, not because you force it to, but because you have created a space where your intentions can flow freely and powerfully. You will also start to recognize how much energy you were once wasting on things that didn't serve you, on unnecessary distractions, on the opinions of others, on fears that had no foundation. All of that will fall away, and you will find yourself effortlessly drawn to what truly matters. Your goals, your purpose, your growth, all of it will come into sharper focus, and you will find that you are working with more intention, more clarity, and more power than ever before. The silence also reveals the truth about time. When you stop rushing, you stop feeling like there is never enough of it. You start to see that everything you need is already available to you. And the more present you become, the more you realize that time expands to accommodate your deepest desires. You will no longer feel the pressure of a ticking clock. Instead, you will move through life with a calm knowing that everything is unfolding in its perfect time. In this space of silence, you also begin to develop an unwavering faith in yourself and in the process of life. The doubts and fears that once held you back lose their grip. You start to trust that no matter what happens, you are capable of handling it. You become the master of your own energy, and nothing outside of you can shake your sense of peace or purpose. Your life begins to reflect this inner transformation. You will notice that relationships deepen, opportunities appear, and experiences align with your highest good. You will attract people who support you, inspire you, and help you grow. Your energy will shift from a place of lack and scarcity to one of abundance and possibility. As you continue on this journey, remember that the silence is always there for you. It is your sanctuary, your source of strength, your compass. Whenever you feel lost, return to it. When you feel overwhelmed, return to it. In the silence, you will find everything you need to keep moving forward with confidence and clarity. And as you walk this path, you will realize that you are no longer the person you once were. You have evolved. You have become someone who moves through life with purpose, who faces challenges with courage, and who lives with a quiet but powerful sense of inner peace. This is the life you've been waiting for. It's not about finding happiness in the external world, but about cultivating it within yourself. It's not about chasing success, but about allowing it to unfold naturally, effortlessly, as a byproduct of your inner transformation. The silence has made you stronger. It has helped you see who you truly are, unstoppable, unshakable, and filled with limitless potential. And as you continue to embrace it, your life will continue to expand, to evolve, to become everything you ever dreamed it could be. The best is yet to come. You are walking in alignment with your truest self. Keep moving forward, knowing that your inner silence will always guide you toward your highest purpose. And remember this: you are not just becoming something great, you already are. The silence has revealed that to you. And now it's your time to step fully into your greatness. As you continue to walk this path of silence and self-discovery, you'll start to realize that the world no longer feels like a series of obstacles. It becomes a playground of possibility. Each challenge is no longer something to fear or resist, but an opportunity to grow, learn, and evolve. You have mastered the art of responding with grace. And as a result, the universe begins to align in your favor. In every moment, the silence becomes more profound. It isn't a passive waiting but an active state of being. It's a space where you are fully present, where your actions are deliberate, and where your intentions manifest effortlessly. You no longer feel the need to chase after things because you know that what's meant for you will always find its way to you. The more you embrace this silence, the clearer you become in your vision of who you are and where you're going. You no longer question your worth or wonder if you're on the right path. You know you are exactly where you need to be, and you trust that every step you take is leading you closer to your true purpose. You begin to feel a deep sense of peace within yourself, a knowing that you are already whole. You stop seeking validation from external sources because you found it within. Your sense of self-worth is no longer tied to the approval of others but rooted in your own self-acceptance and inner strength. As you continue to harness the power of silence, you may notice something extraordinary happening. The world around you starts to mirror the peace you've cultivated within. People, experiences, and opportunities begin to reflect the calm, centered energy that you radiate. Doors open where there once seemed to be walls, and paths unfold that you couldn't have imagined. You begin to realize that when you align with your true essence, the world conspires to support you. Your ability to make decisions becomes sharper, more confident, and effortless. You trust yourself completely, knowing that the right choices will come to you when you need them. The fear of making mistakes dissipates, and you embrace the journey with a sense of trust in your own wisdom. The silence has also given you a deeper understanding of time. No longer do you feel rushed or pressured by deadlines or the fear of running out of time. You know that everything happens in its own perfect timing, and you no longer need to force anything. You can take the time you need to create, to reflect, and to be present with each moment, knowing that your patience will bring the most rewarding results. Through silence, you have tapped into a wellspring of strength that is unshakable. No matter what challenges arise, you face them with calmness and clarity. Your sense of power no longer comes from external achievements or accolades but from the quiet, unwavering confidence that you are capable of navigating anything life throws your way. This journey has taught you that true success is not defined by the external markers of achievement but by the peace and fulfillment you feel within yourself. You are not just achieving goals, you're becoming the person capable of achieving anything. The process of becoming is the reward in itself. And every step you take in silence is a step toward becoming the fullest version of who you truly are. As you look ahead, know that you are on the brink of something even greater. The silence you've embraced has prepared you for the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. You are no longer limited by doubt, fear, or uncertainty. You are limitless, your potential is boundless, and you are walking confidently toward the future you've always dreamed of. In every breath, you are creating a life of purpose and power. You are the master of your fate, the architect of your reality, and the creator of your destiny. You now understand that everything you need to succeed was already within you all along. And the silence has been your guide, your teacher, and your greatest strength. So, continue to embrace the silence. Trust in its power to guide you toward your highest potential. The best is truly yet to come, and you are more than ready to receive it. Step into your greatness. The world is waiting for you. You have reached the final stage of your journey. The silence, which once seemed like a mere absence of sound, has become the very foundation of your strength, your wisdom, and your power. You now understand that true mastery doesn't come from constant action or noise, it comes from within. It comes from the quiet moments where you connect with your inner essence, where you listen to your intuition, and where you trust the wisdom that resides deep inside you. As you stand at the threshold of your next great chapter, remember this: the silence has already transformed you. You have grown into a person who is no longer searching for answers outside of yourself. But instead, you've found the most important one: you are enough. You've learned that success, happiness, and fulfillment are not things you chase. They are things you allow to unfold as you align with your true self. The future is yours to create. You have the power to shape your destiny with every thought, every decision, and every action. Your silence has made you more attuned to the subtle forces at play in the world around you. You no longer react impulsively, instead, you respond with clarity and purpose. The calm you've cultivated within allows you to navigate life with ease and confidence. Know this: every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson in disguise. And every moment of silence is a chance for you to reconnect with the strength that lies within you. You no longer need to rush. The world is moving at its own perfect pace. And so are you. As you move forward, remember that the silence you've embraced is not a one-time experience. It's a lifelong practice, a practice that will continue to guide you toward your highest potential. And in that silence, you will continue to uncover new depths of power, peace, and purpose. You are unstoppable. You are unbreakable. You are the creator of your reality. And now, more than ever, you know that your destiny is in your hands. So, take a deep breath, trust yourself, and step boldly into the future that awaits you. You have everything you need within you, and the world is ready for the greatness you are about to unleash. The silence has spoken, and now, it's time for you to rise. This is your moment. Take it.